Many salutations to viewers and coins of the vault alike. I am Tatsumari, the self-proclaimed keeper of Maple Story lore. There are many who do it, but I am the only one who does it like me. Ha 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 ha. So tonight, give me a second here, guys. Here we go. All right. So tonight, we are going to be doing a couple new things. First of all, we're actually going to be reading some reading some short story submissions by you guys. I will have the rules of all that for stuff to go. But the other thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing Satisfactory in the background while we're waiting for submissions. So, welcome everybody, both on the YouTube side of things and on the Twitch side of things. I got both chats up here, so it may take me a second to figure out, which one is doing what, because I have two places I got to look. But yeah, that is what we are doing, and like I said, welcome for everybody involved. Now, I didn't have a chance to fully test this out all the way through. So it's gonna take a second for me to actually get it up and running. But let's see. Can I do this? Yes! There we go. Okay. So, there we go on that. Now, let me see. Do I do this? There we go. Yay! And welcome to all of you on YouTube. I hope you're at least mildly entertained by what you see here today. So, let's take a look at what I've got so far. For those of you who are familiar with the game, this is Satisfactory. Now, Satisfactory overall is a factory building game. You land on a planet, you grab stuff to make stuff, to grab more stuff, to build more stuff, to grab more stuff, and you just eventually get bigger and bigger and bigger. This is my, shall we say, third playthrough? Maybe even more than that, because I've done other games too, like other versions of this, so it's probably more. But I'm still very early in the game. I haven't gotten everything unlocked yet. I think I'm just past stage 1 on the space elevator, where you had the 50 smart plating. So I got that done. As you guys, probably hard to see, but I got the first stage of the Save the Day project going. Ha 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 ha. And yeah, this is kind of what I've been working on. What I've got over here, I have done a super mega factory in a previous world, but that was because with that one, I kept everything in one place. Now, in the map, if you guys are familiar with the game, I actually had it over here on this portion of the map. And I had everything there. I had the smelting, I had the building of basic parts, like all the way up the tree ladder, all the way up the tech ladder, doing stuff. Yeah, this is Satisfactory, and I was kind of hesitant to do stuff, because I just recently upgraded my computer, to a heavier duty graphics card and a bigger processor and stuff. And I wasn't sure it would be able to handle this, but here we are, we're doing stuff. It looks like it's, at least on the YouTube side of things, it looks like it's running smooth. So, yeah. Now, what I have in mind this time around is that I am actually going to have multiple basic, multiple factories across the world. The one that I'm standing in currently is actually going to be my iron smelting factory. And you can ignore the presents on the ground. Those are actually still leftovers from the Christmas event that they had going. They bring it up every year, called Fixmas. It's a whole little event thing. All right, Suanova, thank you for the lurk, and I hope you find all the treasures you want. But, yeah, this is my, what's going to be my iron smelting factory. The reason it's so gargantuan is because I'm going to have 30 car trains running through here. These are going to be the stations, of course. These are going to be outbound ingots. Those over there are going to be inbound ore. Pans! Thank you for the lurk. Welcome, welcome. Minion has... Uh-oh. Oh, and for those of you who are curious about the names that I'm saying, those are on the Twitch side of things. So, if you hear names come out, yeah, that's why. Anyway, oh, by the way, for those of you, the viewers on Twitch, we are going to be having an ad break here in a couple seconds, so if you are immune to ads, great. If not, well, you'll be back. But anyways, yeah. This is, like I said, this is my iron smelting factory. Across the way is going to be my copper smelting facility. Not factory, facility. This is my iron facility. This is my copper facility. All of this I've been setting up for trains. That one over there, the one where my little crosshair is on, I don't know how well you guys can see it on YouTube. That one is going to be my steel factory, where some of the iron ingots from here are going to go over there. Yes, I will be transporting them by train. And then, let me get over here. Get over here! Then across the way over here from my iron factory, that over there is going to be my minerals processing facility, where I'm going to be bringing in limestone and crystals, or quartz, really, so I can make concrete, silica sand, and quartz crystals, so I can just have those shipped out all over the world. And then, just down that way, is going to be the gold smelting facility. Or, excuse me, Caterium. I don't care. It's gold. That's all there is to it. It's gold. I don't care. But, yeah. So these are going to be all the... This whole area of the map over here is my smelting facility. Currently, I am working my way through the ranks right now of getting ready to do unlock steel. So that one, because once I unlock steel, then I'll be able to unlock trains. So I can transport all the stuff. But yes, the reason everything is so gosh darn massive is because I am prepping ahead of time for trains. I don't have any other facilities yet set up for other stuff to be made. This is all, I just have a little mini factory going on here so I can get stuff made, so I can do the things and have the stuff delivered. But yeah, that is currently what we're working on over here. I do have a truck right now, or excuse me, a tractor set up right now to bring in some iron ore, so that way we can have some of the basic stuff made. I am using the iron wire recipe over here, for those of you who are familiar with the game. I am using the iron wire recipe. Oh, hello you guys over on YouTube. Sorry, I didn't look down enough. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this up in a spot that's a little bit better so I can see you guys. Okay, there we go. That should be a little better. Ha-ha! There we go. Now I can see you guys on YouTube a little better. Alright. So, for those of you familiar with the game, I am using the iron wire recipe for wire instead of using copper. And I currently don't have any other recipes unlocked for some of the like more advanced pieces, so I'm still making iron rods, and I'm still making iron plates. I do know that there are alternate recipes for iron plates, but in my experience, it seems like just the standard iron plate recipe is like the best you can do, because it doesn't use an additional resource to make plates. And it's just, I mean, yes, I know you're only making 2/3 of the plates that you make for the iron in, but it's it tis what it is. All right, so from here, and I know all of this stuff is, I know I have this big old tour of stuff's what I'm going on over here. However, like I said, most of this is just background noise to hopefully get stuff happening for a short story reading. Now, let me see if I can get over here really quick. And I need to do a thing. So you guys are going to see some weird stuff for a moment. Oh, there we go. That's what I can do. Is it this one? No, not that one. Okay, hold on. Actually, it's over here in the writing office, I do believe. Yes, okay. Okay, now let me come back over here. And then... Okay, so... here we go. So, here are the writing prompt rules and kind of the parameters for you guys. If you would like to have something read live on stream tonight, or if you have something that's been done already, you are more than welcome to submit something. It doesn't have to be tonight. It can be next week. But this is really what we're here for. And if we don't have any submissions tonight, then we'll continue carrying on the writing prompt until next week. Alrighty. What was I going to do? Right. What was I going to do? I was going to make... Oh, reinforced plates. That's what I was going to do. Now, how much iron am I using right now? Because I might be able to expand this a little bit. 12.5. So this is using 25. Okay. This is using 30, and that's using 30. So 30, 60, and 25 is 55 out of 120. Okay. I can probably... You know what? No, I'm just going to leave it like it is. So, you know, like I said, I'm currently making 120 iron ingots, and I'm just doing this stuff. This is a small factory to get me by. It's not... So. La Modifa! Alright, I am from the plane of Oldesta. I am a... you can call me a dragon VTuber. This is my current form over here, but I am from Oldesta. Very far away. You can probably access it through... there's a portal on the backside of Orion's Belt that you can get through. But that's where I'm from. Alright, let's see. Zoop! Like, I actually used to play the game before they had the zoop function. Oh, good grief. I remember, there's actually a couple videos on my YouTube channel you can check out that I was, I think I was making like a fuel factory or something like that. before they had the zoop feature, what I would do, let's see, if I can, okay, no, not vertical, okay. So what I would do is I would get alongside here on the side, and I would go like this. Like the whole way through. And that was before they had the zoop feature available. But when they came out with it, it was like, oh, thank you! Unfortunately, you can't do it with buildings, but just the fact you can do it with foundations is awesome. Alrighty, let's see. I need... So for reinforced plates, I need... let's see. What's in here? There's the plates. Okay. Now we're going to take you. And we're going to put you over there. And then we're going to take you... And yes, this is the early factory, so there is going to be some spaghetti going on. Let's see. Okay, alright, Modi. Okay, so we have this. Okay, we want the stitched iron plate recipe. Because when I first started playing this game, actually what got me into playing this game was, initially, like, the first one that I saw playing it was Z1 Gaming. That's who initially got me into the game. I mean, he's not my friend at all. I don't know him personally whatsoever, but I saw him playing it, and it was like, oh, that looks like a cool game. I want to play it. So, after watching him play it, I then came across I'm Kibitz. Sorry, Modifa, I am perfectly fine moderating my own channel. I am good by my onesie. I do know that it's probably going to hurt me in the long run, but at least this way I can keep things how I would like them run pretty good. And beyond that, I also do have a couple people that I already trust. So, thank you for the offer, but no thanks. So, let's show you there. And also, for those of you who may be new to this, I am also a voice... I'm not only Dragon VTuber. I am also a voice actor. I do the acting, I do the voice, and I do have a very good library of voices in which I can do. And I've done some stuff along the way, so if you guys ever want to check out stuff that I've done previously, you can go check it out over my YouTube channel. Okay, so we have the plates being made. There's that. Okay, now, what is the other thing that I need to be making? Okay, actually, what I need to do is I need to go over to the crafting bench and look at stuff. Okay, so I'm making this, I'm making this. Don't need to make those. Cables. That's what I need to be making. Alright, so then we are going to take one of you. La Modifa, this is a game called Satisfactory. It is a... let's see. Think of it kind of like a three-dimensional version of, say, Factorio. It's not quite as extensive as Factorio, and where it's the, the more so the aim of Satisfactory is the joy of building the factory itself, not actually creating a planet-wide thing to just drain resources out of it. But this is Satisfactory. Alright, so I'm gonna grab you, put you in, and I'll take you, pull you back over this way. In there. And let's make some cables. There we go. Alright, and now I need a storage box. And like I said, yes, I know there is spaghetti everywhere, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Ah! No! Alright, right, I need power to that thing. Cable. Power! Yay! Alright. So we have cables being made. Right, what's the next thing I need to be making? Rotors and modular frames. Okay, so rotors. Oh, I do need to be making screws. Okay, because I do not have a recipe for... I do not have the alternate recipe for the rotors yet because I don't have steel unlocked. So... yeah. Alright, so we do need screws. Okay. So, we can take you and put you there. And then take you and put you... Oh no, I need cables. I need cables. Give me the cables. Cables, 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 cables. Okay, cool. We've got cables. Okay. Grab you, put you there. Okay, we want to make cast. I am like one of the early game things you can do. You can run around and find for those of you who aren't familiar with the game, you can run around and find hard drives. And you can scan them for alternate recipes. Now, they have all kinds, from the good to the bad, but that's coming from somebody who, you know, has played the game a lot and has his own personal opinions about it. You guys can use whatever recipe you want to make a thing. Do not have me tell you what you can and can't do. I am by no means what you would call a professional at this game. I've just put a lot of hours into it. I think I looked at my Steam stats the other day, and I'm somewhere near total playtime of this game, nearing about 3,000 hours. Alrighty, so actually, you know what? I need another power pole. So I'll go like this, and then we shall go over here to this power pole, and we are making screws! Alright. Kind of sounded like Kane there for a second from Digital Circus. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here for the lulz. Ha 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 ha. Alright. I didn't do that correctly. No? There we go. So now we're making screws. And this, alright. So then we take this, get a Mark II belt, and we're shipping out screws! Yay! Okay. So now, make sure I'm not using up all my power. Oh no, we're still way underutilizing power, or under max power. Let's put it that way. Okay, so now we're going to take one of you. Oh, and I need rotors. Okay. So we're going to take a box of screws, or a few boxes of screws. And then we're going to grab some bars. And come over here, and we're going to manually make some rotors. Ah, yes. The Tink Tink Simulator. By the way, for anyone in either chat, are any of you a writer? If you are, what have you been working on lately? Alright, grab you. And we're going to spin you around. No, we're going to put you here. Okay. Grab one of you. And put you right there. Okay, and then we're going to look at the rotors. Okay, we need 100 screws a minute, so good thing we have the Mark II belts that can transport 120 items per minute. So, yes, I know this game requires the usage of math. Dun dun dun! But it's actually kind of fun to do that sometimes. It does have its own calculator in there, that if you want to use it, you can. If you have a number pad on a keyboard, the divide is the slash, the multiply is the star, and then of course you have minus and plus. You know, you can do all that stuff there as you want, as you need. It's pretty cool stuff. You can't do, like, really advanced math with it, but you can do some relatively good math with it. And then as you get higher, you know, you'll see it requires this many per minute. Like, don't ever look at this, this bold number here. It's this little tiny number that you have to pay attention to. How many per minute that you need for the machine to create the thing. That's what will keep it, like, keep the machine rolling, so you can have a constant supply relatively quickly. Alright, so then we need to bring the iron bars over here. I'm gonna go this way. Oops, that's not what I wanted. And then we're gonna go... Okay. Oh, nope. Okay. Nope. Dang it. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to grab a belt. And then we are going to wind you. We are going to have a spaghetti over here. Oops. Did I? Yes, okay. That's why it's a little crooked. Okay. We're going to have a spaghetti over here. Don't worry, this will end up looking very pretty when it's like an actual factory. But for now, this is just kind of a all over the place stuff for temporary stuff. Oh, I need more cables! Bring you over here. Power you on. All right, cool. Now, like I said, this is a mini factory, so everything that I have going on here is very inefficient. Probably some of you other people out there who are watching me who are maybe play this game a little more heavily, you're probably screaming at me going, "Why didn't you do this thing?" Don't worry. I hear you. But this is early game, and this is just to get me through until I can actually get what I'm wanting to get done. Okay? Alrighty. What was I after? Last thing I need to do, I'm pretty sure, is modular frames. Yes! Those require reinforced plates and bars. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to put some more foundations over here, because I'll eventually cover this whole thing in foundations. Because this is going to... That floor down there is the transportation floor. Incoming or outgoing ingots. This floor up here is going to be the smelting floor. But until I actually get the... not only the refineries, because I'm going to use the pure iron ingot recipe, but also the trains to do this more efficiently. Alright, so we'll go up, and then we'll go over. Okay. Right, and then we're going to get a conveyor splitter. We're going to take you, and we're going to go over here. And we are going to make modular frames. Okay, bring some power over. And then we'll put ourselves, a container over here, so that way we can hold them. And voila! The basic factory is complete. At least the basic iron factory is complete. There is more that I could do, but I am currently not going to do it. I could expand this out and make it much more efficient. But I am not going to do that, because I said so. But what I am going to do is... Why is this not splitting? Probably because I stuck it in the wrong spot. Are we splitting now? Yes, now we are splitting. Okay. Now let's do the thing. Alright, so... how far... Okay, how many do we have over here? And how many do we have in here? Okay, cool. So that's taken care of. Now, do I have... Whee! Alright, I believe my normal tractor is over here somewhere. I have another little mini iron factory over here, but that, that's for, stuff that I was using. We shall leave that alone. Whee! All right. Oh, okay. I gotta go on that tractor. All right. Now, what do I have in my inventory? Junk. All right. I have a little temporary home base set up over here, where I can keep all my interesting stuff. Let's just dump off everything, and then I'll decide what it is I want to keep. Want you. Don't want any of you. Don't need any of you. And don't need any of you. Okay. So, what we're wanting to do over here, we are going to take an absolute metric booty ton of concrete. And then we're going to come over here. No, come here. Come here, you. Come here. Okay. Hide path nodes. There we go. All right. Now, eventually, there's a bigger truck that I'm going to get. That thing's pretty cool. Though it is sometimes a kind of a bear to drive, especially when you try to take it out exploring. It's like a fat dog trying to get up on a couch. Ah! Oh, right. I forgot plates. There is also basically a dune buggy that is later in the game. However, that's no longer as fun as it used to be. They did something with the suspension on that thing, and it's very stiff. It's very hard to drive now. All right, grab a bunch of you. And now we'll go back to the factory, the iron factory, and we shall start filling in the entire floor. The smelting floor, that is. All right. What was I gonna do? No, not that. Come on. There we go. Oh, I can't take it off yet. Bummer! All right. Probably gonna burn through all these resources really fast here. And that's why I have a bunch of mini factories set up all over the place, so all this stuff is just readily available. There is, however, the pocket. it's either pocket dimension. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but you saw that in the storage. For those of you who aren't familiar with the game, that purple sphere that was in my storage inventory, that's called a Mercer sphere, and it's kind of like a self-contained dimensional breach kind of deal. There's a whole storyline in this game about it. Where you're talking to some extra-dimensional beings via that Mercer sphere. It's kind of interesting, but you can actually make, I think they're called interdimensional storages, where you can have stuff go in there, and it's like extra personal storage, and you can draw stuff from it all the time to build, so that way you don't actually have to have all the materials on you to build a thing. It's actually pretty cool. The other kind of interesting thing, though, is that there's only a limited amount of Mercer spheres in the world. So you can only have a limited number of those extra-dimensional storages. However, in my previous world, which I've actually finished the game, I am able to store everything there is in the game, and I haven't run out of spheres. So they're pretty generous with them. However, depending on what material you use, that down there is straight concrete. Whether you use concrete or you use these, they call them fix-it foundations, depending on which one you use more, you can actually set up multiple of those extra-dimensional storages and have them all filling up at one time. So that way, if you're using a bunch of one resource all at once, you can have multiple filling up, so you can constantly have a refreshing inventory of it, and you don't have to worry about running out very quickly. Now, I don't have any blueprints because I have not gotten far enough into the game to actually unlock blueprints yet. So that is why I'm just doing row after row of zooped foundations. There is one thing I do miss, though, in the recent updates. With the refinery and you can actually start doing nuclear power by the time you get to the end of the game. And it's just as much as pain in the butt as it is in the real world. But the one thing that I kind of missed, both in the level of the game when you come do the refineries, they used to have this thing where when you built them, they actually had a very different sound. Like, because you know how this one has when you build a thing. Well, when the refineries first came out, they actually had a very different sound. They would, like, do the whole thing as they're building, but when they set down, when they were actually complete, they had this big sound, like it was like some big, huge eldritch machine. It was like, oh. And I was kind of hoping that would happen, still carried over into the nuclear reactors in the modern game right now, but it didn't, unfortunately. So, or if it does, I didn't hear it, and it was kind of a bummer. I was kind of expecting it. He goes, breathe. You know, because nuclear power is like this eldritch thing. I mean, who needs stories about Cthulhu when you've got nuclear power? Right. Alright. Now, for those of you wondering, if you see like different colors pop up, you know, there's green over here, there's yellow over here, there's blue sometimes. Those different colors actually mean something. The yellow color is actually something. What happens? They have what's called a like clipping, right there on the bottom. You see that flashing message that says clipping may occur. It basically means that two pieces that are occupying the same space. That can occupy the same space are, and they're kind of like going through each other. And you can still do that. However, when it's green like this, it means there's nothing in the way. It does the thing. When it's blue, you can actually customize this stuff. But for me, when it's blue, it means that you just can't do that. There's something you can't do. So, yeah. All right. Whoop. I missed a click. Running. So, how's everybody doing tonight in either chat? How's your night, your evening, your morning, your day, your night going? Hopefully it's going good. Well, of course it's going good. You're here with me. Wee. Oop. Can't leave myself Lucky Charm tonight. All right. Well, I look forward to it. Or if you're, I don't know if it's, is it a stream short story, or is it just a short story that you had in mind that you were just working on? Ah. Alrighty. Entry for that contest in Inkit. Not a TK friendly. Ah, I see. Oh, by the way, speaking of Inkit, for anybody interested, you can go over to Inkit. I'm on there as well. You can look me up. It's the same name and everything. You can check out Maple Story, the novel. I believe I have, both on Inkit and Wattpad, I currently have Maple Story, the novel, Sacred Tears, and I am working on the second book called Guardians, getting it up on there if you want to check it out. But if you don't... If you'd like to read ahead, rather than waiting for it to come out like some pleb, you can go over to fanfiction.net or Archive of Our Own and look up the same story, and that has way more story for you to check out, if you guys would like. Though, do keep in mind, it is a bit of doozy on the words. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it may be the longest currently running Maple Story fanfiction out there. I could be wrong. I definitely know it's not the longest, because I think that's the, what is it? Nintendo Smash fanfiction that's out there. It's like something like 13 million words long or something like that. Yeah, there's no way I'm touching that. Yeah, it's like, I think it's actually considered the longest fanfiction ever. But whether it's confirmed or not, I think I currently hold the longest, the record, hold the title of the longest Maple Story fanfiction. At least on the sites that I am a part of. Ah! Oh no! I ran out of iron plates. Oh well. Time to go gather more. I know I have them being made over here, but I have the mini factory over there, which is making them specifically. So, we shall go and grab them. I'm reminding myself of 343 Getty's Park. Alright, we'll grab you guys. And actually, you know what? I can probably... No, I'm going to leave this running because the amount I'm making up there is not very much, so... We are going to go back over here. We're going to grab ourselves some more concrete. And refuel the tractor while we're at it. And spin. That was a quick refuel. Right? Oh, wait. No. We need this box. Concrete! All right. Alrighty. Let's get to some more building. Whee! We've almost got this whole section taken care of. Nope. Oh, I missed. Okay. Mm-hmm. There, right from here. Doo-doo. Another cool part about this game is there's a lot of cool builds people have done. You ever get a chance, go and look them up on like Google them or something like that. There's a lot of cool builds people have done in this game. Stuff that I can't figure out just yet. Because I lack the brain power. Done. Doi, doi, doi. And I also know that there are mods out there for different stuff. You know, I get it. I think there is like a mod that expands your inventory to like gigantic levels. And there's also mods out there to make building easier. Oh, itchy back. Got an itch on my back there. I personally like it as is. It's not too bad. Hold on, there's something I want to check really quick. Okay. Oh, trust me, it's easy. The other funny thing though is when you play this game, every couple of hours, it'll bring up a message saying, "Hey, you've played it." Like it's over here. Let's see. It'll be like over here where this says respawn right here. It'll pop up a message saying, "Hey, you've played for 2 hours. Hey, you've played for 4 hours." And like every 2 hours, it'll bring it up. I saw once somebody, I can't remember who it was, but they were playing along doing a clip, and it brought up the message, they'd been playing for 10 hours. And I think they brought up said to the game, why are you calling me out like this? Yeah, you guys will probably see the message right as we're kind of nearing the end of the stream here. It'll pop up the message, "Hey, you've been playing for 2 hours." And you'll also have like a little message saying, "Hey, you need, stop and go get yourself some water or go get something to eat," or something like that. All right. Nope. Don't want that. I want... What did I need for this? Wire, cables, and reinforced plates. Okay. So then, we're going to come over here. Grab some reinforced plates. We're going to grab some wire. And some cables. And then there was something I wanted to do, which is why I'm grabbing this. We're almost done with all the foundations for the smelting level. But there's something I want to do over here at the space elevator, where basically our home base is. So that way we can continue on our journey of... I can't remember what the whole motto of it was, explore something, exploit, something like that. Whee! Alright. Grab the ma'am. There. Alright, so research. What did we need for this? 1,000 cables. Ooh. Okay. What about alien technology? We can worry about that later. This. Okay, mycelia. Okay, so what did we need? Hold on. There we go. What's it? Nothing in the box. Okay. What did we need for this? Jump pads. I'll do that later. Basic steel production. All right. So we're going to select this. So we need... Okay, so we need 50 frames, 150 rotors. I believe we have the concrete. We need another spool of wire. Okay. All right. How many of these do we have made? Ah, we got just what we need. We got just what I needed. All right, we need 150 of these, which we almost have everything that we need. All right, and then we need another spool of wire. No, that's cables. We need wire. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot to mention there is an ad break coming up, so if you're immune to ads, great. If not, well, you'll be back. All right, so we got almost everything. We are short on rotors. We need 6 of them. Do we have the stuff in our inventory to just manually make them? No, we do not. Okay, so we are going to do something that most everybody is incapable of doing these days. We are going to be patient. And we are going to wait for our rotors. I'm going to take... there's number 5. Cool, we just need one more. Almost complete. And there it is. Whoops. No! Alright. We got our stuff. Now let's go do the thing. And unlock basic steel production. Wee! Oh, wee! Actually, you know what? I can't get trains yet because I need to be able to make electric motors. Which is a thing I cannot make as of yet. Alrighty. We shall put you in, put you in, put you in, you in. Alright. So, I'm going to wait for the ads to be over with, and then we shall push the big red button. A big red threatening button, as, what was it, the doctor would say. Big red threatening button. Big red threatening button. Button. I wish my mouth would do the thing, you know. Button. Alrighty. So, let us press the big red threatening button.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete Phase 2 of Project Assembly and save the day. Fix it, and humanity is relying on you.
Yeah, sure. So I've been told multiple times. Alright. So what have I... That's Tier 3 is complete. So what does it take for blueprints? It takes those. Alright. Okay. Advanced steel production. Ah. Infrastructure. Where do I get trains? It's probably in Phase 5. Or in Tier 5. Okay. Which means that I have to complete Tier 2. Or Phase 2. No. Yeah, Phase 2. Okay, there is another... Ah, automated wiring. There we go. And I get the Mark II miner unlocked. Ooh. Nice. Alright, so... we have steel unlocked. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So what I'm going to do... First, we're going to finish off the smelting floor here. And for those who are curious to know, the reason I have everything built so tall is because I am building it in preparation for using refineries. Refineries you can use to do what's called pure ingot recipes. It takes the ore of the metal that you're using and mixes it with water, and you can greatly increase the amount of a given ingot that you are creating from raw ore. It's really cool. However, I currently do not possess the means to create said thing. So... what we are going to do for now is we are probably going to use some trucks and truck stations to transport iron ore and iron ingots back and forth between this iron factory here and the steel foundry. So that way we can actually make stuff. Which means that this will, this will all eventually change just because this building, this facility, all I'm going to use it for is specifically making ingots. Nothing else. The iron factory is not going to be here. This is all going to be purely smelting. The creation of stuff, like, really what I'm going to be making out of iron is wire. Whoops. Going to be making wire and plates, essentially. That's really the only thing I'm going to be making out of iron. The rods, I believe I'm going to end up phasing those out for something else. And so, yeah. The plates I'm going to be making somewhere else. The iron wire I'm going to be making somewhere else. Screws are going to go away. Iron rods are probably going to go away. I probably will have like a small factory off to the side here in this building to make some rods for my own use. Some rods and some screws for my own use. But in the larger scheme of things, I will not be using rods or screws for basically the rest of the game. Okay. Now, what do I want to do? Oh. Okay, there's Caterium ingot, copper ingot. Alright. So really what I should be doing is expanding my iron imports. Because I have the means to do it now. I have all the stuff being made that I will ever need to make sure that I have multiple tractors coming in with iron ingots. And I need to... Oh, going for a swim. Okay, oops, no. This is what I want. All right. All right. And hiya! Boing. Boing. Believe it or not, this whole scoot jump thing, I found out about that completely by accident. I didn't even know it was a thing. So whether you want to call it a glitch or a feature or whatnot, it is a pretty cool way of getting around that you should learn how to do if you ever pick up this game. And I am missing rods! No! Let's see. Do I have any back at base over here? Oh, and in case anyone was wondering, there are spiders in the game. Well, they're not technically spiders, but they're freaky enough to technically be spiders. Okay. Ah, there's some rods. And yes, they are terrifying. I've got lots more iron coming in over here. I just didn't have a chance to bring it all down before. How is it? Oh, that's why. That's not what I wanted. There we go. That is what I want in. Alright, now we're getting it. Oops. There we go. Oops, no. We're just gonna grab it and move it on over here. Oh, look. It's the little fire bees. Later on in the game, you can get a rifle. That's pretty much the only good way to take care of those little fire bees. I mean, you do have yourself a... we do have ourselves a bonk stick. But, it only has 2 shots until it, like, needs to wait for a second. And especially when you get them swarming after you, like 5 at a time, it's like, no! Oh, sorry, lonely time. I didn't see you over there on YouTube. My bad. This is, if you are still here, this is Satisfactory. Alright. Alright. Come on. Give me the thing. Let's do the thing. Right. Right. Alright. Oh, what the heck? How did I get way off all of a sudden? There we go. Now we're going to do this thing a little better. Alright, so we're going to take you out. And then we're going to take you and put you over there. Alright. So that's the one that's supposed to be there. Then we are going to come over here. Oops. Alright. I'm going to grab you, put you over there, and you, put you up there, and you, and put you up there. Nice. So then we're going to grab another one in you. Come on. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. So then... Okay. Oh. That works perfectly. All right. Ah. Itchy nose all of a sudden. All right. So we need a couple more U, and we don't have any of the stuff we need. Okay, so we have enough cables, but we need some more rotors and frames. So it's back to the factory we go. Ouch. Bonk myself in the face. Oops. Alrighty. Let's see what we got going on in here. Uh-oh. Why are we stopping? It's probably because we're short on materials. Exactly. That is exactly the problem. Okay, so we need at least 30 frames, which we have. We have enough cables. What did we need? Hold on. We need 2 truck stations. So we need 40 rotors. That's what we need. Do we have more than 40? Yes, we do. Let's go, boo-boo. Where is... Ah. There it is over there. Alright. Just go across the way over here. Move your body. Everybody. Move your body. All right. We shall park our tractor over here for the moment, so it's out of the way. You, on the other hand, we're going to move you out of the way. Okay. Move up. There we go. Okay, there we go. Nice. All right, grab you. Put some fuel access in there. Actually, we need more you. Okay. And you, we're going to bring you over here. You. Alright, cool. Then we're going to bring you over here. And then we're going to bring... Actually, we're going to stack a couple more on top there. Drag you over here. And then I'm going to... Are you going to cooperate? No. So what we're going to do, we're going to take you from there, go to here. Don't worry, this is all temporary. This is why it looks ugly. Then, oops. We're gonna grab you and go from there to here, and then from here to there. Nice! Alrighty. So then, what we are going to do... Hello, I am this feed who went up the hill and came down with all the bananas. Power. And then get you some power. There we go. We got power to everything. All right. And we got you a tractor. And got you a tractor. You get a tractor. And you get a tractor. And you get a tractor. Everybody gets a tractor. Alright, so okay, we're gonna put you over there. Alright, so we need 3 more truck stations is really what we need. But we probably ought to wait for this to fill up, or the fuel to load up, because we are also using that for our coal generators. Okay. So actually, I can probably do this, then Since I'm not really using this at the moment, I can do this. And then I can turn this all into Mark II belts. Oh no, I'm out of reinforced plates. Well, time to go get some more. From my little tiny iron factory over here. Whee! Whoa! $96. Okay, well, we'll make do. Yep. Badoing. 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 Alright, I think I have some... Yes, I do. Alright. Let me grab my chainsaw. And we shall do some aggressive, well, maybe not aggressive landscaping, but we'll do some landscaping. Okay. Sorry, guys, but you got to go. There we go. Alrighty. Whereas Tim Allen would, or not Tim Allen, Tim Taylor would say, "Arr, arr, 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 arr." Alrighty, let me dump off my leaves and my wood. Okay, yeah, right. I need more reinforced plates over here to do some more of the thing. Wait, what? That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Oh no, I'm out of reinforced plates. How terrible! Well, I guess I can go back to the main factory for now. To go do the thing. Hey! Binky! Wait for me! I'm actually outpacing the tractor, so I don't need to worry about it. Oh! Was that what I think it is? Totally normal Fixmas gift. For those of you who know the game, this is a Nobelisk, aka explosives. I made the unfortunate decision to go pick up said explosives one time. They explode. And they kill you. So, do we pick up the explosives? Or do we leave it be for now? What do you say, chat? Do we pick up the explosives? Or do we leave them be? Leave it? Alright. We shall leave it. Because I don't feel like dying. Because Ada is very condescending. Because if you're dead, how can you be productive? It's your fault for dying. She doesn't say that, but that's the vibe I get. All right. What was I going to... Oh, right. I require more reinforced plates. We're getting ourselves some good momentum here. Oh, bonk. And of course, the momentum is killed. Yeah, now my socks are wet. Okay. Alrighty. So we got all of those changed out to fuel our tractors. Now, we need to go back to that factory again. And there's my tractor over here. Now scooch over. It's my turn to drive. Now you listen here, young lady. Even though we may be horribly mangled, there'll be no sad faces on Christmas Day. Ah, no! Dab nabbit. All right. Do I have the room to pick it up? I do. Okay. Nope. I need to put the fuel in. Because I was trying to get some fuel so I could drive it some more. But of course, I dumped it in the drink. Not picking you up. This is me not picking you up. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I got a horn. Whoa. That was dangerous. LA traffic. The other thing, like, if anybody from Coffee Stain ever watches this, I highly doubt it. But if Coffee Stain ever watches this, please bring back the old dune buggy sound. That was awesome. The new one just doesn't hit the same. That and the old suspension physics. Whatever you had before, bring back the old suspension physics. Please. Okay, what was I doing? Right, I needed... Let's see, I need rotors and frames. So, I got some rotors. What amount of frames do we currently possess? Not a lot, but should be enough to do what we want to do. Which is, go down here. And actually, we're going to put the truck stations that we want to work with over here. Because this way they'll be purely ingots. And then we can do whatever we want with them. One of these... I'm actually going to bring back into another truck station and then send that off to the steel foundry. Oh. I'm missing cables. Whee! Ooh, lots of cables. Yay! So we'll leave this little iron factory over here to do its thing, because that's making all our essential parts. And currently we have a bigger majority of our essential parts that we need for factory building. We have a few concrete factories. We have we have a plate manufacturing facility. So we are set for the... No, we need 3 frames. We are currently set for facility building materials. Now, popular to believe, no. What's the words I'm looking for? I don't know, but they're not coming. No, despite popular belief. There we go. I am not related in any way to the because science guy. That guy who is the self-proclaimed Thor impersonator. I need 3 frames. Do we have 3 frames? We have 2 frames. Darn. Do we have some reinforced plates? We do. And we are going to provide them so that this machine may do the thing. It's always interesting to watch these things. All right. We have our frames. Let us go do the thing. All right. Put another one here. Cool. Now, we'll come back over here and grab some power. Oh no, we don't have any wire. Bummer. Like, total bummer, dude. Ah! I missed. Oh, I believe we are coming up on the message soon where it's going to say, hey, you've been playing for 2 hours. Of course, it might actually happen a little sooner because I had this game open for a while already before I started the stream. Oh. That's not good. Do we have an abundance of wire over here? No, we do not. Okay, then. Well, then. That is an unfortunate series of events. So, what I'm going to do... How much is this using? Another 25? Okay, so I think... So we were using 95 before. Oh, so actually we're using all of our iron that we're producing right now to do the thing. Okay. I was going to say, I'll see if I can make some more wire over here. But, I cannot. So I need to go grab some copper, which I do not have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and grab some copper ore. And then I shall make some copper. This is all manual stuff that I'll be doing. Grab some copper ore so I can make some copper ingots so I can make some wire. That's the original recipe, by the way. Is copper ore to copper ingots to wire. But because I believe there's about half as many copper nodes as there are iron nodes, the iron wire recipe is like a godsend. So that way you can dump all your copper into, like, copper is only used for, like, really used for, like, 2 things in the entire world. One is copper sheets, which you actually use for pipes. I mean, you do use the sheets for other things, but you use the copper sheets for that, for pipes, and the other thing you use for copper is like way later in the game for a stuff called copper powder, and you use an absolutely metric buttload of that stuff to make the copper powder. So, yeah, if you can save your copper for as much as you can, do that. Alright, that should be enough for now. And the only problem with, like, manually making wire is that you can't just make it out... Once you get the iron wire recipe, you can't just make it out of iron. You actually have to still use the classic recipe if you're going to make it by hand. Okay. Oh, boy. Tink, tink, tink. The Tink Tink Simulator. Alright. That's enough for now. I just need myself some wire. So I can make myself some power poles. And then eventually I'll get the copper up and running to do other things. But eventually, I'm actually going to future-proof this factory, or these factories, to be set up to work off of the Mark 6 belts, which move 1,200 items per minute. Even though I'm nowhere near that thing, I'm going to, like I said, future-proof the facilities, so that way, once I do get the Mark 6 belts, they are readily available to me. Ah, no. And I can just swap out belts. Alright. Oh, right, I need to be on the bottom level, not the top. Durr! Alrighty. So we'll grab some U. I'm going to put one of you there. I'm going to bring you this level. That level, okay. Okay. And then we shall put you right there. We shall power you, we shall power you, and we shall power you. Alright. So now we have some outbound stuff. Okay, you. Floor hole. Cool. And then, okay, you are there. Nope. A little bit over. Okay, and then you. Oh no, I'm short on plates. Well, let me put this one in place first so I can go get some more plates. I'm 3 short. Of course, I will need some more because I gotta put the tops. I gotta put the tops on. No, put the chainsaw away. Alright. Right. Reinforced plates, which are over here in this box. I have 30. Not a lot to play with, but enough that I can get. Alright, so what I'm going to do... we're just about out of time for today, or for tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the smelters set up for to handle these 3 trucks, and then we shall call it for the evening. Because my throat is slowly deteriorating. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice or not. So I'm going to get rid of these. But I'm going to use this one as the setup. there. So then, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh no, I need wire. That is going to be a bit of a problem. Because I am basically using all my wire at the moment. Well, here's what we're going to do. We are just going to grab our wire off the belt. And just tell everybody, okay, you know, so sorry, but your wire is currently being used for something else. Now, keep in mind, these spools of wire, they're not just like little things you can pick up. These things are probably a good 4 feet tall. Or a meter and some change for my international audience. And they probably weigh a good, you know, 500 or 600 pounds. Here, let me... Okay, to give you a perspective, these walls... Our person is way bigger than they probably should be. But to give you perspective, these walls are 4 meters tall per section. Okay? Yeah, see? That one piece of wall right there is 4 meters tall. So, okay, I guess we're not quite so tall. So we're probably just a little under 2 meters tall. So, to give you perspective on how big these spools are of wire. See, look. Those things are massive. Those probably come up to, like, your waist or something like that. They're like a meter and some change for my international audience. They're no joke. And for my domestic audience, probably about 3 to 3.5 feet wide. It's probably 3.5 feet tall, thereabouts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and I'm 6 wires short. No. All right. So let me get those. Just need 6 more wire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Got one too many. Oh, well. Too bad. So sad. And then these are all the smelters that will take care of... Oh, I needed one more. I thought I was going to have one extra. Turns out I was one short. Come here. There we go. All right, so we do have an ad break coming up. I am going to see if I can hurry, and then we can get to the ending here. All right. So there's all our smelters set up for these truck stations. I will do the rest of it off camera because my voice has had it. And I need to get to sleepy bye. So, thank you everybody for coming. I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you saw here tonight. And I want to thank y'all for coming. For everybody who was came around. We didn't get any submissions for the story prompt. But if you are still interested in it, this is the story prompt over here, which is... Together, we can overcome anything except what you did. That is the prompt. And as long as you follow those rules over there and up there, I will read your short story live on stream. Being that we didn't have any submissions tonight, it'll carry over into next week and see if we can get some more prompt. Some more stories. Some stories to do. Okay, so this coming Sunday, we are going to be going back into MapleStory where we will be doing the Hayato storyline. This is the companion class to Kana. We've already done that storyline already, but this is the companion class to that. They come from the same place. And we'll be going through that storyline, and then that will be the last character storyline that we've done in MapleStory. After that, it'll be the actual game's storyline, quest lines, and we'll see if we can complete that. Beyond that, I did check the rest of the Dual Blade class storyline. And it does play out exactly like the Explorer. There is no like additional thing that happens but that, kind of shows what happened to Lady Syl or what's going on between Lady Syl and Jin. But they have since kind of just buried the hatchet. They're working together now, and that's all that. And then it goes from there as a normal Explorer class. So there is nothing different after the end of the Arcane River. But yeah, we shall be doing the Hayato storyline this coming Sunday. And then on Wednesday, I know there was no stream on Wednesday, I just didn't have the energy for it. But when we come back on Wednesday, I'm going to see if I can actually dive into the next chapter of MapleStory, the novel Legends of Osiria. I have been going back through it because there are some major rewrites that I have been doing. So if you want to come and check that out, you can do some writing, or you can share the world that you have been creating in whatever story you've been working. So there is that. And then next Friday, we shall come back and we shall see if there's any submissions for the short story with the story prompt. So, yeah. I hope to see you all there.
There's a feeling deep inside. Let it be your prayer. Show me the power you can hide.
Thanks everyone for coming to the stream, and I hope to see you again next time. If you want to catch whenever I go live, subscribe or follow to become a coin of the vault so you never miss a thing. Wherever you're viewing from, have a look around my YouTube channel for more stuff, including the audiobooks of MapleStory the novel Sacred Tears, Sly Cooper Rise of Vexen, and Arcane. Each story is fully voice acted with sound effects and background music so that you can sit down and watch or listen to while you go about your day. You can also find all kinds of previous storylines from MapleStory that I've already done. So, until next time, my friends.
Never be afraid to fall. Throw yourself into it. Victory's waiting for you. Go fight, show your energy. Don't slow down, no time to waste. Nothing's stopping you now. It's gonna be your day. Hopes and wishes never fade. Fight to make them stronger. Nothing will take them from you. Go